Hi, Star Seeds. Welcome back. So today is Sunday Health and Wellness Day. If you are someone who enjoys Tibetan bowl, sound healing, and music, do catch us every Wednesday. Okay, so the topic for today is what to do when you feel lonely. And this is an important topic to discuss. So get cozy and breathe, focus on your breath, and let's get into it. So, being alone, I'm here to tell you that being alone can be an extraordinary opportunity for you, for your spiritual growth and inner wellness, inner well-being. Some of the most important historical figures were alone for a lot of their time here on this planet. People like Gandhi, for example, or the Buddha. So Gandhi, there's actually a famous quote by Gandhi that says, "I have so much to accomplish today that I must meditate 2 hours instead of 1. And what this quote means is that Gandhi was taking the time to look inward to create a union between his mind and his self. And creating a union means quieting down the mind so that the mind is not disruptive during the tasks that are at hand, right? Because when the mind is disruptive and jumping all over the place while you're trying to do something important, that can be very distracting and very depleting. So creating a union between you and your mind is very important. The author, Michael J. Singer, refers to this as the inner roommate, refers to the mind and what the mind is telling you as the inner roommate. And this is very interesting because he says to visualize your mind and all the thoughts that your mind creates as an actual person to give you an idea of what kind of inner roommate you actually have. And this is quite powerful. And he also mentions that there is a dialogue inside of you that is happening, and the mind actually narrates the world that you live in. For example, you can be walking down the street and then suddenly your mind is telling you, "Hey, look at that dog. Wow, that dog looks similar to the one I used to have a long time ago. I can't believe how similar they look. Oh, look at that car that he's in." So this kind of dialogue actually goes on from the moment we wake up. It is on, okay? And sometimes Michael J. Singer says that there is a dialogue between two people. So it's between your mind and what your mind is telling you and you. And I've experienced this before. Upon waking up one morning, my thoughts were saying, "So what are you going to eat this morning for breakfast?" And I was like, "I don't know. Maybe I'll have pancakes." And then my thought was like, "No, you had pancakes yesterday. You need to have something a little more healthy today." So there's this dialogue, and it's actually quite funny. You'll as you go about your day, you will notice this happening. So the author of The Untethered Soul talks about this as the inner roommate, who's living with you, right? 24/7. So when your mind is disruptive, or when your inner roommate is a disruptive inner roommate, right? So some of the signs that you have a disruptive inner roommate is the fear of being alone, not being able to sit for 20 minutes or for an hour by yourself in an alert state, right? Without any distractions, people around, without your phone, without your laptop, just you and your inner roommate. That's it, okay? A lot of people who have a disruptive inner roommate, or in other words, thoughts, negative thoughts that are spewing into your inner world, always want to avoid being alone and always want to find those distractions so that they kind of drown out that inner roommate's voice. Being alone, this gives you an opportunity to have some insight into what kind of an inner roommate you have. And most importantly, assessing whether or not your intelligence or your mind or your inner roommate has turned against you. Because this is what happens when your mind becomes disruptive and out of control. Essentially, and this is what Sadhguru talks about all the time, is your technology or your brain, which is quite powerful. Your technology, your intelligence has turned against you. So now being alone gives you that opportunity, and this is such an extraordinary opportunity for you to sit with yourself. And it's kind of like cleaning out a closet, where your mind is like a closet, your inner world is like a closet, or a garden. I always refer to it as a garden, and you need to sort of clear it out and organize that inner world. Once you're able to do this, and once you've spent enough time alone and sort of bringing awareness into that space of you, and bringing your mind into union with you, then you won't be alone ever again, because you are cultivating good company. You see, when your mind is disruptive, you are forever in bad company, and you just want to do everything in your power to not be in the presence of that bad company. But unfortunately, that inner roommate is a roommate that we're going to be living with or carrying around for the rest of our life. And that's why being alone is such a great opportunity for you to realize this and to work on this and to bring your mind and yourself into harmony and into union. So once you do this, you will never feel alone again, because you will be in good company and you will enjoy your days. Whether that would be with people or alone, you will find joy and you will find bliss inside of yourself, because you are at peace. There's no resistance, there's no inner conflict, and that voice inside, that your intelligence is not against you. It is working with you now, and that is a beautiful thing. So I just want to bring to your attention that even if you feel alone, you're not truly alone. You are part of this universe where everything is connected. The air we breathe is shared, and there are so many beautiful beings on this planet that are all around you, like the birds, the bees, the sound of the elements like rain, or the rays of the sun on your skin, the smell of the flowers, and the cooling essence of the trees as you walk past. Or when you look up at the stars and you realize that what they're made of is exactly what you're made of. You just smile and embrace the mysticism of life. These things are all connected to you. And just remember, that means that there's no way that you can be alone, ever. Thanks, everyone. Do leave a comment down below. Let me know if you're watching and where you're watching from. You know I love hearing from you. And I will see you guys for the next video.